What's up? Back at it. So today for this challenge, we are going to be naming a name range January to January sales. Now, to do that, we're going to select everything on under January. We can use our mouse or we can do the shortcut Control Shift down arrow, same time, and you want to deselect grand total. So by doing that, Shift up. Now, once we have everything selected, you want to go over to the box, to the name box, click on that, backspace, and then you want to title it January sales. Now we're gonna title it January underscore sales. Now, two things to remember, spelling counts. When you're taking your exam, always make sure that you spell everything correct because if you spell something wrong, they'll take off points and that sucks. Number two, always, especially for the name box, make sure instead of using spaces, you use underscores. So that's why I use January underscore sales, because if I were to use a space between January and sales, that will result in an error, and we don't want that. So just keep in mind to use underscores instead of spaces when you're using Excel. It's a good habit to implement. Yeah. So once that I do that, I'm gonna hit enter. And to just make sure I did what I needed to do, I could just press the down arrow of the name box. There we go, January sales. Press on that. Everything under January is highlighted. Perfect. Next, we do electronic accessories. To do that, we're going to do the same thing that we did for January. So we're going to do Control Shift right arrow. And then once we have everything selected, we're going to go up to the name box, press on that, delete it, and then we're going to type in electronic underscore accessories. I have to make sure I spell everything right. Enter, and then there we go. Same thing to double check. Little down arrow, electronic accessories. I'm good. I'm golden. Next, one final thing to make sure. This is not, you don't have to do it, but this is just something to make sure that you have everything. You can go to your formulas tab right here. You can go under, above define names, go to name manager. And then in this little pop-up, you can see all of your named ranges throughout your workbook. And so this is really beneficial when you have a lot of name ranges that you want to keep track of. This is a good way to kind of keep track of them. And, during the exam, if you have extra time, this is just a good way to check if you did everything. And yeah, so I'm just gonna hit close and we're done. Bye bye.